All right, welcome, ONU football family. I want to recap last week's game and talk about Marietta. So, as we begin by talking about Muskingum game, first thing I kind of want to talk a little bit about is one thing we're really pleased with was the number of players that stepped up with greater roles due to injury. It's always awesome to see guys working hard in practice, preparing themselves for their opportunities, then taking advantage of that. We had about 3 or 4 guys that were out of the lineup, and other guys had to step in there. Muskingum came into that game with a ton of confidence and momentum. Had their first win, as we talked last week, at Baldwin Wallace, I think since the mid-'80s. And then their first win against BW at all, home or away, for about 10 years. So came into the game with a lot of momentum. Already had 3 wins in the season, and one of their better teams they've had in recent years. So we knew it would be a good challenge. We've had a couple of those close losses. We couldn't quite get over the hump, and although we felt like we've been improving and playing well, we just needed to get that home win, and especially with homecoming. And had a great turnout at homecoming. So awesome to see so many guys that come back from all decades. That the players appreciate that, our coaches appreciate that, and that just is one of the things that makes this place so special. I think the game we asserted ourselves early, which we thought was important to make some plays in the first few drives to get some momentum established. And I thought our guys did a really good job of that, and played well. I think we played a good game. I'd like to see us finish a little bit better in the second half. Some of the things that stood out, field position-wise, we were fairly dominant. We had a number of 3-and-outs, did a good job in the kicking games. I think we had about 8 drives that started at the 50-yard line or really in their territory, and another drive that started about the 48. So that was really encouraging. We gave up a few passes that were, some chunk yards of 15 or 20, but overall we held it to about 200 yards of total offense. That's pretty solid in this day and age in college football. To hold somebody at about 200 yards is decent, especially a team playing with confidence. Thought we tackled pretty well. Thought we did a good job of getting some things going in terms of some down the field passing. But we needed to be a little more consistent. Gave up a few sacks, and I think that's something we want to improve upon. But the kicking game was solid. Did a good job in terms of creating turnovers, then taking care of the ball. So those were things that allowed us to be successful, and hopefully things we'll build on going forward. Players of the game, some guys that really stood out for us, a lot of good efforts, but some of the guys that were recognized by the staff. Logan Ray offensively had 8 catches, 3 touchdowns. That's a darn good day for a tight end. So great to see him playing the way he's playing right now. Aaron Honius, a senior, had his best grade yet this year. And good pass protection, I think, helped our quarterback Will Freed have time to make some things happen. And then defensively, Jason Hunley, a junior, big 6'5" guy, defensive end, affected the quarterback a lot, got some pressure, also just affected some throws with hurries and getting his big arms up, tipping balls. So he had a really good day. And then also in the kicking game, Joe French, a sophomore, set the school record for most field goals in the season. And he was 3 for 3 in the day. And Alex Drame, a freshman snapper, had a really good day. Some of our young guys kind of had a great week as well. Our JV team, had another big win this Monday. Today, as we're filming this is Wednesday. So they are 6-1 in the year, had 6 straight wins. They beat Heidelberg. And some of our young guys, kind of JV scout team players of the week would be Alex Luther and Christian Johnson on the defensive side. And then offensively, Colton Choma, Lucas Huber, Holton Watson, and William Poffenberger. So those guys all had a really good week and have done some really good things. Fast forward to Marietta, a team that, in the last about 3 to 4 games have put up some huge numbers on offense. Had a couple great wins. They beat Baldwin Wallace in a close game. Really, had a great game against Wilmington. Had a couple close games too. They had played Heidelberg really tough. And they're a team that shows that they will just really fight. Denison is winning the NCAC conference, and they really gave them a great game early in the year. So this is a team that has some offensive weapons, some really strong possibilities there that really present a lot of challenges for us with skilled positions. Running back is outstanding. Quarterback is really dangerous. They have some good wideouts, and I think a solid offensive line. Defensively, they haven't been as consistent, but they have shown glimpses with the defensive line, I think, particularly as a strong suit for them. So we'll have to play well. Going on the road 3.5 hours always is a challenge as well, and it seems like Marietta always plays better at home over the years. So we're going to definitely have to have a great week of practice. So far, we had a good start, but we expect to finish strong. Also got to give a shout out to the Cleveland fans, the Tribe, go Tribe. And hopefully, right now, on Wednesday, they're up 1-0, so we'll see what happens the rest of the series. But go Tribe and go Bears.